And today's topic is Social Security the ultimate annuity? You know, that great over-encompassing program called Social Security that provides most of us with our foundational basis for retirement.
Right.
So is it an annuity, Dick?
Well, that's a good question, Eric. And I think I should have a disclosure here that I'm about half here today, so that's the reason for the Kleenex.
We're being sponsored by Benadryl this morning.
Yeah,
So.
I'm under the influence, folks, so bear with us here. But yes, Eric, I think that is a fair question. Is Social Security an annuity? And I think that we'd have to say, if we compared it to the definition of an annuity, or just compared it to commercial grade annuities, that we would have to say that it has all the characteristics of an annuity except for maybe one area.
Okay, well, all right, let's start with the characteristics. Which characteristics does it have? So it has lifetime income.
It does have lifetime income. It has an inflation clause in it, so cost of living adjustments.
Which is, some annuities have, but some
Right,
don't. But
right.
So it's, now, is it joint coverage? Can you have joint coverage on Social Security?
Well, there really is joint coverage, so
that would
correct.
be another criteria. Let's see, can you get your money back out? Is there a surrender fee?
Well, now that's just like a lot of annuities now, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like an immediate annuity. And so once you put your money in, you've got
Right.
the income stream.
Right.
Now, is it contractually guaranteed?
I think that's where we might have a problem. I think that Social Security is, Eric, what we might call a legislated annuity.
So it's as good as the next election?
What Uncle Sam giveth, Uncle Sam can taketh away.
So there is no contractual guarantee that we're going to get
Right.
back.
And that's a big difference between Social Security and a commercial grade annuity.
Because there's no contract to protect
Right.
us as the buyer.
Right.
If the federal government decides next week
Yes.
that they want to turn it off,
Right.
yeah, there might be an upsurge
Yes.
of retirees that might take over the government, but
Well, and if, to put it in perspective, if we needed to go out and buy a commercial grade annuity that would do the things that Social Security does for the money that's been put into Social Security, Social Security is probably about 40% less in cost and expense. It's been estimated by experts, that have run the numbers, than the commercial grade annuities that are available. So it would be in a class of its own. But that might be one of the reasons why Social Security is in so much trouble.
so it'd be the richest benefits out there
For the least amount of money put in,
So-
which is good.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons it's, when we start talking about the foundation of retirement planning, one of those basic pieces that we talk about right up front is how are you going to tune Social Security
Right.
for your retirement.
Right.
So
And it really has to not just be tuned for the optimum benefit, which there's a lot of things that play into what is the optimum benefit you can achieve from it, but it also has to fit your retirement objectives.
right, and I know one of the things you've worked with a lot of people especially on is when there's a spousal situation, there's some techniques out there with Social Security and actually setting it up so that it's the best, put in the best position for both parties,
Correct.
You talk about filing and suspending.
Right, restricted applications, this type of thing. And the key there, folks, and we've got a more in-depth video on this at our local website here, in the Springfield, Illinois area, and we'll give you a link to that so you can go watch it in detail. But the key to it is that if it's possible to delay your Social Security till 70 years old, and if you're in a spousal situation, maybe to have one spouse file at an earlier date, so that the spouse that is not taking their Social Security and delaying their own benefit can actually file for a spousal benefit. There's a couple ways you can do that.
And we're getting into the details
Yeah,
of it right now.
it gets more complicated, so I don't want to go into too much detail here. But even in using these strategies, you have to have a cash flow analysis that gets you through your retirement and accomplishes all of your retirement objectives. So you may have to supplement for those years while you're waiting on Social Security with an income stream. You may use an annuity for that or some other means. But then there's also an enhancement of when that Social Security kicks in. Will you need something else that's ready to kick in with it to carry you on through retirement.
Yeah, and it's people understanding how to work it the best for their situation, as you said.
Right.
You know, what are they giving up by turning it on early? What are they not getting by turning it on later? And in knowing all those pieces as part of Social Security, it makes it a little bit different than how we structure perhaps just a typical annuity, but
Correct.
they can work in conjunction with each other.
Correct.
Quite
And
seamlessly.
yet there's really some real similarities there between Social Security and commercial grade annuities. The longer you defer an annuity, like a hybrid annuity or something of that nature, the longer it's deferred, if it's that type of a hybrid, the greater the income payout in the future. And Social Security is really geared to do the same thing.
Yeah. So, all right. So, without drawing this out,
Uh-huh.
the answer to the big question, is Social Security the ultimate annuity?
Well, the short answer to that, Eric, is yes and no. That's not a very good answer. But let's just say that Social Security is at best a legislated annuity, so it is not contractually guaranteed. Yet all of the benefits from the Social Security annuity, if we wanted to call it an annuity, have the attributes of a commercial type annuity.
So there you have it. Social Security, not the ultimate annuity, but the best annuity for the dollar.
There you go. As
As
a non-annuity.
as the best non-annuity you could ever receive.
I agree.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.